ladies and gents? It's Raz, and welcome to the Pod on the Go show. This week, I've done 5 recordings this week, so that's pretty good, right? And a lot of cool, different things. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can until, the world ends, right? But this week, we're talking about new beginnings. And today is Friday, so we are doing Free Game Friday. Free Game Friday. And I got this idea. I love this title. I love the segment title. I got it from my boy Major. So definitely go check him out. markbymajor.com. A tremendous videographer throughout Georgia. He's done a lot of great work. Photographer, lifestyle photography, lifestyle videography. He does stuff for Savannah State. Just a brilliant guy, young brother, and just a, great young guy. Enjoy working with him. So today, since I stole his segment, we're going to talk about the number one rule for success in business, for success in life. And it's just basically just have a good attitude. And that seems simple. And when I say have a good attitude, I don't mean smile all the time. I don't mean, taking on extra work that you don't have to take on. I don't mean being fake about it. I mean like being able to handle adversity. That's what I mean. No matter what, because that's the first thing that's going to happen if you're on the right track in life, is you're going to come across adversity. And I think I got a couple quotes, but I think Winston Churchill said it best. I love a man who grins when he fights. I'll come back to that. Also, from the book Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. And I think these 2 quotes pretty much sum up what it means to be successful in business. I've read a ton of books. I've listened to a ton of interviews. I've talked to a ton of people on podcasts and all this other stuff, but this is pretty much the one thing that's taken me from 0 to where I'm at now, 0 to 1. Is having a good attitude. It's being able to deal with failure in a way that doesn't stop me from progressing. It's being able to add on another burden on my back. It's being able to, have another kid and wake up at 4 a.m. and edit a podcast while, and then wake back up at 6 a.m. and take care of a kid that's crying. It's, working a third shift job on the weekends, which I did for a while during the week, caring for a child, and while also trying to start a business. You never know a person's struggle. So, and everybody has their own struggle. Like, everybody has a cross to bear, everybody has their own cross. I wouldn't trade shoes with anybody because everybody's going through something. And just because you see a person smiling doesn't mean they are happy. Just because a person can laugh doesn't mean they're in a good place in life. A lot of times it's the opposite. That's why I smile and laugh all the time, because I know how hard it is. So I enjoy every chance I get to smile. And that's really what's taken me from 0 to, like I said, 0 to 1. It's the idea, it's being able to carry the burden with a smile on my face. I know it's going to get hard. It could get harder. Like, that's the reason that slaves, it's really the reason I'm here today, because slaves didn't just roll over and die. They got stronger. They got smarter. They fought back. They ran away. They endured. That's why, black people are here today. Like, the story of slavery is an amazing story, but we talk about it in a dirty light, but in a negative light, and it was 100%. But also, like, the story of going from slavery and being killed if you read a book. If you learned how to read, people would hang you or kill you or ostracize you at the very least. To within a generation, the vast majority of black people learning how to read. Like, just that by itself, the education that took, the enduring that took, the hard work that took, is an amazing story. The same thing with like Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. He analyzes how that and Eli Wiesel's book Nights, they both analyze how during Auschwitz, I wish I could say that word better. and the Holocaust. Um, Jewish people were murdered, and it was a genocide. But the ones who survived, they were able to do it because their mindset. They weren't. I'm sure they weren't smiling and laughing and being happy, but they were able to endure because they had a mindset that allowed them to. They had a love inside of them. They had a heart and a spirit of enduring that allowed them to overcome that terrible situation they were in. That I can't honestly can't even imagine. So so that's the number one thing. The number one rule in business is being able to get in a fight and smile while you're doing it. Because no matter what, things are gonna happen. Especially if you're just starting a business. This, like I said, this is new beginnings. If this is your first time starting a business, this is your first time starting a podcast. This is your first time trying something new at anything. You got to have a good attitude about it, because otherwise you're going to fail a lot in the beginning. You're going to let people down. You're going to be broke. You're going to lose money. You're going to, make mistakes and sign contracts with the wrong people. You're going to have, I don't know, it's just going to be a ton of things that come at you. There's going to be a lot of things you don't even know that you don't know yet. So the one thing you can do is just have a good attitude. And again, that doesn't mean bend over and take take a lot of just hate from people, or take a lot of just carrying burdens for no reason. What that means is, it doesn't mean like not standing up for yourself. What it means to have a good attitude is to be able to, again, endure adversity. God, I wish I could say that word better. I gotta take I have to find a speech therapist so I can say Auschwitz and endure. Anyway, that's it. I hope you got something from that. I'm not gonna uh, stay on this too long. I just want you guys to just go out there like this. Just and even when I meet a person with a good attitude, that's like the number one thing I hear from business owners. I've interviewed hundreds of business owners with my podcast, Savannah Business Showcase, and the Razcast, and eMastercast when I was in Chicago. I've interviewed all these business owners, and that's one of the main things people say to me a lot, is that give me a person with a good attitude, and I can train them how to do X, Y, and Z. I can train them. I can train anybody how to do this job, whether it's being at a call center, or being an electrician, or being a plumber, or being a tech, technology engineer, or something like that. But it's the attitude that people are looking for. And that's why it's so hard right now to find good employees, because everybody thinks they're an entrepreneur. Everybody thinks they know better than the boss because they can read stuff on the internet. But you have to have that good attitude. Have to have a good attitude. And I hope I explained that well. And I hope you understand. People understand. If you have a good attitude, you understand what I'm saying. If you can take a beating and get back up and keep moving, then you understand what I'm saying. Right? So thank you guys for watching. This is Raz, owner of Pod on the Go, Podcast on the Go LLC. And if you want to start a podcast, then go to podonthego.com, find a studio near you, and just start a podcast. Get a mentor with a local podcast studio owner, a local podcast expert, and start. That's all you have to do. This is the week of new beginnings. It's coming to an end. I don't know what next week is going to be yet, the theme next week, but this week, it's time to start something. It's February. You already failed at your New Year's resolution. Let's try again. Let's try a second New Year's resolution and start something this week. Have a good attitude about it, and just keep going. The next one will probably be the next Free Game Friday, and it goes along with this, is just keep going. That's the second thing I've learned from a lot of people I've interviewed. The most successful people, they just keep going. It doesn't matter. They don't stop. They might fail. They might get knocked down. They might, be kicked down by somebody. But they always get back up. If you fall down, if you can look up, you can get up. That's Les Brown. A quote from Les Brown. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. I read everything, the ones I get. If you want to reach out to me personally, you can email me at info@podonthego.com. All right, guys.